my loves, and welcome to Create Your Life. My name is Simone Leah, and I am your host. And I am so excited to be here with you guys today because today we are talking all things law of attraction and becoming magnetic in your business. Now, I feel that this is a very important topic because so many people want to master the law of attraction and manifesting, and they're doing the whole thing of, I know what I want, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm feeling into it and I'm creating it and it's happening and it's happening and it doesn't happen. And then they're like, what did I do? What did I do wrong? So let's talk about this in relation to business. And so many people don't talk about detachment to the outcome, detachment to the way it shows up for you. And these are such important parts of manifesting and creating what you want. Because you can sit there and you can be like, I really want to do this. I really want to have this. I really want this. And you're actually putting resistance in there because you're so caught up on how it shows up. So how this can look in business is if you jump on a sales call with someone and you need to sign that client. You've got a bill coming in or things haven't been going great and you need to sign that client. And you're like, I have to sign this human. Like, they'll be a great fit for the program. I know they will. And I'm just going to sign them. And that's what has to happen. And they'll feel that. They'll literally feel that you need them, and that will feel repelling to them because if you're not going into it with a neutral energy, you're trying to control the outcome. You've got a perceived outcome in mind. Now, if you go into that same sales call and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm awesome at what I do. I'm sure they're also an awesome human. But let's go into this sales call and see what happens, because if they're not a great fit, I don't want to work with them. You know, you go in with that neutral energy of just being open to, okay, maybe we work together, maybe we don't, maybe they're an ideal client, maybe they're not. And I'm not tied to whether they are or not. I'm just open to seeing how it unfolds. And when you go in from that place, they can feel that you're not coming from this needy, have to sign them energy. You're coming from this very much of it. Is this in alignment for both of us energy? Because if it is, great. But if it's not, that's also fine. You know, and that difference in the energy is astronomical. That is the thing with being magnetic. And that is the thing with the law of attraction, is not getting caught up on the way something actually shows up. So for example, I remember years ago, let's talk about this with venues. There was a venue that I wanted for a business that I had or was starting at the time, and I needed a physical venue. And I was so caught up on getting this one particular venue. Like, I was fighting the council on this venue. Like, I wanted it so badly. And one day I was just open. I was like, universe, you know what? If it's not the right venue, that's fine. Just give me another one. I don't mind, whatever. And I met these people at a cafe and they were like, we got talking and they were like, oh, you know, do you need somewhere? And anyway, I ended up going and seeing a venue they had, and it ended up being cheaper, prettier. It was heritage listed. It had like these beautiful old fireplaces, 3-meter windows, like the ceilings were like 3 meters. Windows were like 2.8 meters high. There was so much natural light, polished floorboards. It was stunning. And if I had kept fighting the council, I never ever would have had access to that other venue, which I loved and ended up taking. And that is where you need to have detachment. So for example, you might be thinking, I'm going to run a day event at this venue and it has to happen this way. This is the only venue I can take. And it's not flowing. You're just feeling all of this resistance. You can't get onto the person who manages the venue. They've said they've got a booking that day and it's not flowing. And that's because you're so attached to the outcome of it having to be that venue that it's repelling. Anytime you're really attached to the outcome, anytime you really need something, it's coming from a repelling energy. So what you want to do is be detached from the outcome. You want to say to the universe, I want to run a day event. I would ideally love this venue because it fits all my needs. It has this many seats, which will fit this many people. But if it's not the venue, that's okay. And you let it go. And the universe is going to line up the right venue. And you might not get that venue. You might actually get one that's 2 times bigger because the universe wanted to bring you 2 times as many people. So this is where having that detachment in business is really important. And it's where you become magnetic. You know, every piece of content you make, if you're thinking, I need to make this piece of content because I need to get more viewers on my Instagram and I need to get more followers on my YouTuber channel or whatever it is, you are putting this energy out there that is repelling because you're attached to the outcome of why you're making that content. Whereas if you can sit there in perfect alignment within yourself and be like, I want to make this content because I think it's going to uplift the universe. I think it's going to help someone. And if it tanks, that's okay too. You know, I'm going to make it anyway because it's in my soul to let this out. And I'm not attached to whether this gets a million views or one. You know, I'm not attached to that. And that's when you're coming from that magnetic energy, when you're so solid within yourself and you know what you want and you know what you want to bring forth and you're in alignment with what it is that you want to bring to the world. That's when you become magnetic. That's when that content's going to take off because you're detached from how well it performs. You're not putting this needy energy out into the universe. You're just being magnetic. And if you can harness that feeling, which it feels like it's that energy when you get really dressed up and you like are just like, I look great, and you've been listening to your favorite song and you're dancing around the house and you're like, literally nothing could drop me from my high right now. Like, I am just, you know, I'm gonna be like vibing. I am vibing. I am the vibe, but like I am loving it. And you have that feeling where it's not an external ego thing. It's an internal thing of like, I'm so solid right now. Nothing is going to shake me. You know, it's that feeling of knowing. And you notice when you are like that, that everything just flows because you're in alignment and you're solid within yourself. And that's how you want to be in business. That's where you want to get to, that place where you're just vibrating from within who you are and what you're bringing to the world, and it comes out of you. Like it just kind of comes out of you like in this magnetic aura that just attracts things to you, and you're not trying to be that way. You're not doing that. And because there's no perceived outcome, you're not trying to be that way. You're not trying to get something. That's what brings everything in. That's what gives you that magnetic vibe. That's what attracts things to you when you're not trying to get something. You're just being. You're just being within yourself. You're being within your business. You're creating within yourself because it's something that is part of you for your business. You know, you're creating that content because it's you being you. You're talking to that client and you're wanting to sign that client if it's a win-win for both of you. You know, you're in your zone and you want to do an event and you want a specific venue. It's not going to work the same. You just want to be being in your energy and being like, this is what I want to do. This is the energy that I want to have. This is the size of the venue I want. This is the look and feel I want. And then the universe will show you. The universe will magnetize the right venue in for you. The universe will magnetize the right clients in for you when you're not attached to having to sign that next sales call. You know, the universe will bring the right viewers to you when you're not attached to how many views that story gets. When you're just being in your soul's essence and you're literally being in your own truth, that's when you become really magnetic. That's when your business becomes magnetic. That's when you get to step up and shine because it's not coming from a place of ego. It's not coming from a place of needing. It's coming from a place of you just being and allowing yourself to be open to receiving whatever it is that the universe brings to you for you, you know, and that is a big piece. I probably should be talking about the allowing part as well. And it is allowing yourself to be open to whatever the universe brings you. You don't want to be closed off. But again, that comes under having your perceived outcomes. Be open to what life brings you. Be open to what the universe puts in front of you. Say yes to the little nudge that's like, oh, that's weird, but I'm going to say yes to that because I feel like I'm supposed to, but I don't really know why. But I'm going to. You know, that's when you're in your being energy. That's when things are in alignment. That's when things are going to flow. That's when clients are going to fall in. You know, that's when the right venue is going to show up. That's when you're going to be manifesting what it is you truly desire and creating that business and life you love from a place of full alignment of your own soul's essence and being and what you're here to create, what your mission is. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you found it practical. I hope I've given you enough examples to understand the difference in the law of attraction between needing an outcome and just being open to whatever the universe brings, because it is that being open that makes you magnetic. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please share it with somebody else. Please feel free to tag me if you watch it or share any parts of it. Please comment below or connect with me on social media. I would love to hear from you. And I really, truly do look forward to connecting with you guys again soon.